Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Evolve Weekly. This week we're going to be doing a Q&A about some recent questions we've been receiving across our social media channels. Just a reminder, the Evolve Skateboards Australian All-Terrain Championship race event date has been changed from May the 27th to Saturday, June the 23rd. For all information, check the dates on our website. Evolve Skateboards is proud to offer this event to people of all skill levels, from those who have just started riding their boards to those fanboys and girls who have been on these boards for years. What you can expect from the event is some healthy competition, family fun, a great atmosphere, live music, food trucks, and some great racing. We've got some exciting news about the Evolve World Cup 2018. Registrations open next Friday, May the 4th, 12 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Jump on the website and register, and may the 4th be with you.
So one of the common questions we get from customers is when they're wanting to change their wheels on their board and they're just not sure about what gear options they have and essentially what gears are required for what wheels. So we just want to go through the different gears and what's required for which wheel sets. Let's start with the Evolve gears. Our standard Evolve ABAC 32 tooth gear is what comes on all our standard street setups. This will work with all the Evolve wheels from the standard 83mm right up to the Evolve ABAC 107mm. Next we have the 38 tooth gear option, which is still the Evolve ABAC gear teeth. Again, it'll fit all the Evolve wheels and the ABAC wheels. We do normally recommend it with the 107mm wheel option and often with the 97mm option if it's a bigger rider and they're wanting the extra torque. So the other gear options we have are the Kegels. So these will fit the orange and purple Kegel wheels. We have the standard 32 tooth, just like the Evolve and ABAC gear. Then we have the 38 tooth option. The Kegels are an 80mm wheel, so they are a little bit smaller. Running the 38 tooth, you're not going to get the same top speed, but you're going to get a lot more torque if you're doing a lot of hills or you are a bigger rider. If you're running the all-terrain setup, the only gear option you have is this guy here. It's a 66 tooth all-terrain gear. It'll fit the GT all-terrain hubs. As long as you're running those hubs, doesn't matter what tyres you're running, this will work fine. The other common question we get from customers is when they're replacing parts, they're not sure which belt's required for which gear setups. So it is important to get the correct belt for the correct gear. So if you're running the standard 32 tooth, whether it's a Kegel or the ABAC Evolve gear, you require the GT 003 belt. If you're running the 38 tooth gear, it's the GT 004, and for the all-terrain gear, it's the GT 001. The belts are not cross-compatible and it is important to get the correct belt for the correct gear setup. So one of the other common questions we get is regarding our batteries and how long they last for. Most lithium batteries have a standard rating of around 800 to 1,000 cycles, much like the ones we use in our boards. This translates to normally about 2 to 4 years for most customers. Something to keep in mind though is this can be subjective to use and how the board's stored. Biggest thing to remember is treat your board well and it'll treat you well. Common question we get from heavy riders is what we can do to help them out with their boards to either get some better torque out of it or to make the board stronger. The first option is the easiest and it's using a 38 tooth gear on the street setup. This will, as we said before, increase the torque which helps accelerating and braking ability and hill climbing while reducing the strain through the board. It does reduce the top speed a little bit, but you do get that extra power. So the next option is to use the Kegel wheels with the 38 tooth gear. Being a little bit smaller in diameter, it does help increase that torque for accelerating and braking a little bit further. However, it does bring the top speed just down a fraction. For heavier customers who may be worried about the strength or the extra flex in the deck, we can replace the deck with a heavier variant or a stiffer variant. For this, I recommend contacting our customer service and we can get back to you with options and availability.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments. Until next time, see you soon.